What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, guys. Y'all just give me a second, as always. Just setting up my settings. Y'all know what time it is. One moment. I don't know what's wrong with this view up here today. What's up, guys? And thanks for y'all patience. Just give me 1 second, man. Why does this look like this? Almost done, guys. All right, here we go. We back now. All right, cool. All right. Let me fix that as well. Why is it blocked off like that? TD like daytime TV. Shout out to you, J Rose. Let me see who was first in the chat. Let me see. Crazy Cal 75. Shout out to you, man. What up with you? Mark Hudson, shout out to you. What's good? Rejected. Troy Hicks, top of the morning to you too, brother. This intro kind of lit. Yes, I like it myself. That's why I picked it. How you feel about re-signing Parker? I talked about it yesterday, man. You got to go check out that video. Go check out the video from yesterday. We talked about that extensively. Welcome back home, TD. Thank you, John. Yes, sir? And listen, if I give you fruit, you better eat it. Here. Eat. You gonna eat it? Man, you playing with my stuff. But anyway, I liked first. Shout out to you. Thanks for the like. But hit that like button, y'all. Morning. What's up, TD? Shout out to you, Horsey Head. In the Bahamas, baby. Tune in to T. I already read that. Great re-sign, Parker. All right. Yo, what up? What up, William? Man, I'm behind. So let me go ahead and get down to the bottom. Let me see how you feel about Le'Veon to the Jets. We're going to talk about that. Good morning, my brother. Same to you, Casey. The Browns making moves. Yes, they are. Man, John, I appreciate the donation, man. $24.99 just dropped through. Shout out to you for showing your love and support, man. Let me see, where did we land? What was that? Hey, TD, at least I could keep my Parker jersey. You right. You right. Y'all already know. Check out the shirt, you know. Oh, meet Dick. Dick is a Jets fan. Don't be a dick, guys. All right. How's the new crib? It's lovely. Just don't have no furniture. Everything gets delivered Saturday, so I am standing up. I don't have nothing to sit down on other than the bed and stuff that we got. Let's see. Yes, sir. I'm here watching from England. Love your stuff. Appreciate you, William Black. Man, I gotta get out to England one day, baby. How's the new crib? I already read that. What do you think of Rowe, 26 years old and 6'1"? We're gonna talk about that too. That's already in the topic section. Nice. What other moves you want us to make? We'll talk about that. And remind me of that, Brandon Luke, whenever I get there. Parker, but no Wake. We're gonna talk about that too, man. Tankersley Health. Let me look that up. See what you're talking about in regards to Tankersley Health. Do you live in Florida? Hi, you, and good you. Yes, I live in Florida now. It was Dallas, Texas, but that's why I haven't been on much. I've been moving, in the process of moving. So I am here in Florida, just waiting on my furniture. We get acclimated and settled in. And just that's it. But it's gonna make it a lot better, especially for this channel. A lot more meetups. Get to meet a lot of y'all who support me, who hang out with me all the time. I definitely want to put a face to avatars to see some of you guys and hang out with some of you guys. You seem cool, so that'll be pretty lit. We'll see how that goes. So far, I'm an off season, been at B+ so far. Oh, you giving grades? I like that. I'll give us a B. B+, you know what? I'll give us a B+. I'm right with you, William Black. Yeah, he lives in Florida. Just lost Brandon Bolden back to the Patriots. We're going to talk about that too. That's in the title. Wake leaving hurts my heart. Such a good run framing that jersey for sure. Yes, it definitely deserves to be framed, but I will tell you this. Wake leaving doesn't break my heart, and I'll tell you why in a moment. I always talk about it, but I'll tell you why exactly, okay? I heard we signed the cornerback. Yes, we signed Rowe. We're going to talk about that as well. What part of Florida? I'm in Central Florida. I won't give the exact because there are some creeps out here. Not calling you a creep, but I'm in Central Florida. Just leave it like that. I'm going to go. What's up, TD? I'm checking in on my lunch break. Dedication to the channel. I appreciate you, man. Let me push this up because I'm sitting there and barely can see myself in the screen. Let me see. That'll do. Let me go a little bit more. All right. A T for tanking. Can't believe they did Awake like they did JT. He deserves better. Can't believe they did Wake like they did Jason Taylor. He deserves better. We didn't do him any kind of way. We'll talk about it though. Do we get a pick for Wake? A compensatory pick? We can get a compensatory pick if we don't sign another player of his caliber at around his salary, and with the amount of play time. Compensatory picks are tricky, but I'm going to be honest. The Dolphins are lining themselves up to literally in 2020 have between 3 to 4 compensatory picks. We're lining ourselves up to have about 3 to 4 compensatory picks. So I like what they're doing in that regard, but it depends on what they do over the next few days on if we're going to definitely get those picks or not. Wake a 6th-round compensatory pick, I read. Yes, if we don't sign someone at the equal value. It's almost like you have to take a loss in order to get that extra pick. But y'all be careful. I mean, you look up and we end up having 10 draft picks next year. That'll be sweet, man. James was the 3rd rounder. Yes, Juwan James is going to give us a 3rd round compensatory pick. Again, we won't know what pick we'll have until next year. We won't know until next February or March what picks we'll have for the 2020 draft for compensatory. But it looks like we are on the pace. If everything goes down like they're reporting, we're going to have 3 or 4 compensatory picks. So we might be having 9 to 10 draft picks in 2020. So y'all keep your eyes out on that, man. I'm telling you now, I just think the Dolphins might get in this stockpile mode, just like the Raiders did, and trade some good assets and talent, man. So we'll see, man. Let me see. It was deleted. Go to channel. Let me see. But yeah, our division just got tougher. We need to make some moves. Don't worry about that, man. Trust me. What you think about Kenny Stills? Is he out? I don't think he's out, but still, we're about to find out. We're about to find out a lot, man. I don't think he's out though. Did we get a pick for Gore? No, we didn't get a compensatory pick for Gore because he was still under contract. Gore signed a 2-year, and he only lived out one of it. Compensatory picks only go off of expiring contracts. You're becoming an unrestricted free agent, and you weren't able to re-sign that guy, and he left. He got a better deal or whatever it may be. As long as you don't sign someone else at that position for the same amount of money, you can get a compensatory pick. Because it's almost like, why are we going to give you a compensatory pick when you could have just signed your same player for that money? So that's how it works. Javier Tinter with the donation. We got to have a watch party. Yes, we do. We got to have several. We got to have several watch parties, man. It's going to go down, man. I'm going to be contacting local bars or, get-together spots down in Miami. I mean, we might even hang out some Saturday nights before the game and go to the game. And if we don't go to the game, might watch it all together at a location. We'll be streaming live from a location. Man, we're going to have a lot of fun next year. It's going down, y'all. Draft one, that's an idea. Yes, compensatory picks for James and Wake, though, in the 3rd round for both, most likely. I don't think Wake's is the 3rd round. His is a later round, but we'll see. What part of Florida are you in? Central Florida. Central Florida. Trade first-round pick for O-lineman. Patriots signed Bolden to 2-year TD. Yes, they did. All right, guys, let's get into some of the topics, man. Are you going live for the draft? That's the plan. That's the plan, guys. All right, is Teddy coming to Miami? I don't know. It's a lot of rumors about it. I hope not, but we'll see, man. Oh, wait, you talking about Teddy. Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater is already locked in with the Saints now. He's going to be re-signing with the Saints. I thought you meant Tyrod Taylor. What's your thoughts on possibly Miami grabbing Tyrod Taylor? Brandon Luke, I'd rather you tell me what your thoughts are, because I have no thoughts. I'm not a fan of him, Tyrod. I'm just not. I'm not. Draft picks can be overrated. Yes, they can, but everybody that's in this NFL, at least 95% of the players were draft picks. So, with that being said, you have to utilize them and see if you can find young talent at a cheap price. Those rookie contracts are what gets it done. All right? Tannehill for Carr. Let's get the deal done. Why? So we can swap out equal talent to me? I saw a report about the Saints trying to get Jakeem Grant from us. We can't afford that. Why we can't? If they're going to overpay, ship them off. If they're going to overpay, ship them off. Why not? Y'all got to stop falling in love with these players. You got to understand the scheme and the goal of the team. The goal of the franchise, long term. It's not about falling in love with these players, man. It's just not. It's not about falling in love with these players. But all right, man, let's get into the topics. Let me go back to my big board over here. All right, first and foremost, we got to take care of home. We got to take care of some home issues, and then they're not even an issue. We need to talk about Cameron Wake. Let me turn this TV down. My bad. All right, we got to take care of home issues. Cameron Wake. Cameron Wake. Bye-bye, Cameron Wake, man. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye, Cameron Wake, man. First and foremost, I personally, TD Fans Talk, appreciates everything that Cam Wake did for our franchise, the Miami Dolphins. Listen, Cam Wake is a true professional, y'all. Cam Wake is a workaholic. He is a true pro. He deserves to be nominated into the Hall of Fame at some point. Some may disagree with me, but I'll tell you now, Cam Wake is not a Hall of Famer at this point. I would say Cam Wake will need to have his 3-year contract that he has with the Tennessee Titans. He needs to go out strong, and it doesn't have to be his prime strong. He just needs to average somewhere around 7 sacks per year, giving him an additional 21 and putting him up there with the likes of the other Pro Bowl defensive ends as far as the amount of sacks. Now, again, some of y'all may disagree. You may say, oh, Cam Wake's a Hall of Famer. I just personally don't believe he's a lock-in Hall of Famer yet. It's going to take these 3 years of not playing prime 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sack Cam Wake, just about 7 or 8 sacks per season, and he should implant his foot in the Hall of Fame. So I definitely wish him the best. I want him to succeed. I want him to go to the Hall of Fame. And when it's all said and done, I like for him to come back and sign I don't care if it's a one-day contract with the Miami Dolphins so he can retire as a Dolphin. Now, the reason why I'm not sad about Cam Wake leaving Miami is because I've never felt like Cam Wake. I never felt like Cam Wake was a true embodiment of the city of Miami. Now, again, I don't expect many of you all to agree with me, but I never, in my eyes, I never saw Cam Wake as the true embodiment of Miami. Dwayne Wade was, Dan Marino was, Jason Taylor was, Zach Thomas was, if you get my drift here, Alonzo Mourning was. I never seen Cam Wake as a real Miami figure. He was a figure for the Miami Dolphins and a big player. The reason why I never saw him as a key to the city type Miami person is because he never embodied it himself. I always knew that Cam Wake's career in the NFL was simply contractual, guys. Yes, Ricky. Thank you, John. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot that. Ricky Williams for damn sure. All right. Cam Wake was all contractual. Every time, and if you've been a part of this channel, you've heard me say this a million times. Every time this man re-signed a deal with Miami, he sat at that table, and 2 of those times he said the exact same thing. He took that pen, he opened it, put it in the back, and said, I guess I got a few more years over here. Oh, come on. That doesn't say, I'm glad to be signing again with Miami. I'm going to give it my all and give the fans what I always promise. I love it here. Ain't none of all of that. I guess I got a few more years over here because we've always paid Cam Wake. I'm not going to say big time overpaid, but we've always given him a small little premium more than what we should have. If we gave him $10 million a year, he was worth $9 million. You know, so we always kept that name because he started to become that figure. But he never embodied Miami and took ownership of the city. It was always ownership of himself, how he works out, how he takes care of himself, how he works hard, and how he's going to go out and give his all. And that's all fine and dandy. That's what we need in a player. But it was still never a connection with the city of Miami. So I'm not hurt about it. It's definitely one of those things, the hometown favorite is gone. But if you're never connected as far as embodying the city, then you will be missed, not forgotten, but at the same token, not put up in the Miami, what I would say, Hall of Fame. Okay, and that's all mental for the people of Miami to name those who are in the Miami Hall of Fame. Some people still name him as part of it, but they're only looking at just purely his playing skills and how they loved him. But when it comes to the true embodiment of the city in South Florida, not just Miami, we talk about Broward, Palm Beach, he never took that ownership. So I'm not sad about losing Cam Wake. I am actually happy for him because he even got that's a good contract, guys. Cam Wake got paid again on the back end of his career. You know, I'm not saying he slowed down given the circumstances he was dealing with last year of not having any help, but still the production doesn't look the same. The get-off didn't look the same. But at the same token, still a force to be reckoned with, still a beast. But that's how I feel about it, man. Who was the last player since Marino that felt like Miami? Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams, to me. I mean, he chose marijuana at the end of the day, but it was still Ricky Williams. That I can remember, that's it. I mean, Ricky, Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, those guys, and that was it. That was it. I can't even think of anybody else. I can't even think of anyone else. Because we ain't had anyone long enough. We didn't have anyone long enough. Sam Madison, Matt Moore. No, well, Matt Moore is the second tier of it. You got to give him his respect. He's just been but we're talking about elite guys. We're talking about elite. Chris Chambers. You know, Chris Chambers, you can say yes, but once again, he come on, y'all. Chris Chambers was great. But come on now. We're talking about that next level, though, guys. I mean, do you put Chris Chambers in the same level of Jason Taylor? Do you put Chris Chambers as the same level of Zach Thomas or Dan Marino? He's at the top of that next tier, but not with those guys. But that's where I am. So let me cut this short. Cam Wake, thank you. We appreciate everything that you've done for us. We appreciate your service. But at the end of the day, we wish you well and go off and be great, dude. Just be great. We wish you the best, man. Come on, TD, you tripping now. He's easily a first ballot Hall of Famer for the Fins. Just because he wasn't that raw. What? Wait, why y'all delete his comment? Don't delete the comment, man. Show that comment. Because that's the type of comments I definitely want to comment on. Hold on, let me bring that back. Yeah, don't delete that comment, man. LA Sports Talk Champion Talk said, come on, TD, you tripping now. He's easily a first ballot Hall of Famer for the Fins. Just because he wasn't that raw guy, but always showed it with his action and work ethic. I agree with you. I kind of just said that, LA Sports. I said he was great, but he's not Jason Taylor. I mean, are you putting him on the same level of Jason Taylor? I mean, you're right. He's not that raw guy. So those who are that raw guys are in the top level. I said he's at the top of that next level. So that raw level is what it is. Come on, man. Remember Jason Taylor passed the torch to Wake? Yes, I do remember that. It's just that Wake took that torch and kept it for itself instead of letting it shine through the city, man. Tannehill release going to be announced in a few hours, sadly. Not really. I think they save even more money post-June. I was reading all up on it last night. They will save more money if they cut them post-June. But if they cut them right away, then it's kind of baffling because they don't save as much money. So it's kind of weird. But we'll see. If they do anyway, then they do. Maybe they'll be doing Tannehill a favor instead of waiting to post-June when all the teams are already kind of situated. So we'll see. You see these safeties getting paid. Jones' contract doesn't look too bad now. I beg to differ. That contract is ridiculous, man. I mean, it don't look too bad now, but don't never go off of what the market is giving these guys. This is the time frame where everybody gets overpaid. Right now, everybody is getting overpaid. It's free agency. Free agency ain't nothing but a market of overpaid players. That's why you want to hit free agency if you're good. You're going to get overpaid because it's first come, first serve. Who's the highest bidder? Overpaid. It's just a whole bunch of teams hurting their team. A whole bunch of teams that are hurting their team by overpaying for certain players. TD, put some respect on Chad Henne name. Hey, Chad Henne gets all the respect, but he ain't even close to that because it's longevity. We got to look at longevity doing this, man. Damn, I'm a miss Gore. We all are, but hey, it was short-lived. What you think about Eric Rowe? All right, we're going to get to Rowe. Let's go ahead and get to Rowe now, guys. All right. Eric Rowe. I love it, and here's why. First of all, it's $3.5 million. Win. Think about who we had as a backup at cornerback last year. McTyer. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. McTyer was getting burnt left and right. I mean, oh, my gosh. Like, oh, my God. McTyer hurt my soul sometimes last year. Sometimes he had a small little flash here and there, but McTyer hurt my soul. What y'all, this is the way y'all need to look at it. When you look at Rowe's history, okay, he hasn't started much. He's always been a backup for New England. He played in Philly. He's always been somewhat of a backup, okay? He started a few games but doesn't have great starting ability. But you also have to look at the history of those teams. They didn't always have great corners, but they had better corners than Rowe, okay? All right? They had better corners than Rowe. Rowe got burnt in the Super Bowl. What cornerback doesn't get burnt, okay? They all get burnt at some point. But here's what I would say. Here's what I would say. Who knows Rowe better than anybody? Who knows Rowe better than anybody? Flores. Somebody emailed me this morning and said, TD, man, I'm not liking all these Patriot pickups. The Dolphins are trying to become the Patriots. Like, how is that possible? Like, that don't make any sense whatsoever. It don't make any sense whatsoever. You can't try to become someone just because you're taking a lot of players from that team. And then on top of it, even if you were, you're taking players from a Super Bowl winning team. Like, are you like a team that's been in the Super Bowl almost every year or competed for one, and players that's been on that type of roster for that long? Even if we were trying to become or take Patriots and this and that, Isn't that a huge plus? I don't get it. They got the nerve. I get 2 emails, 2 different people on top of it this morning about us becoming the Patriots and we bring in all the coaches and players. What are we doing? What? Let me get back to it, man. Listen, Rowe. Listen. Who knows him better than anybody? Y'all already named it. Flores. Flores, being a defensive coordinator and a defensive play caller, knows Rowe all too well. And especially whenever Flores took over the reins of defense and defensive calling, that's all of Rowe's time period. He's been hampered with a few injuries, but come on, the guy is 26 years old. I mean, it's similar to a Parker situation. And he's 6'1" with speed. He's similar to a Devontae Parker situation. You're getting him for $3.5 million, which is pennies. I mean, in today's league, you're getting a cornerback, and not only are you getting him for $3.5 million, your coach knows him. He knows his work ethic. He knows his ability. And y'all need to understand, I don't think Rowe is being brought in right now to be a starter, but he's brought in to provide some depth at the position. Not only provide depth at the position, but compete and see if he could turn that corner and get to that next level. Will he? Maybe. Will he? Maybe not. And if he doesn't, he still is going to be a better replacement than McTire. So, to me, it's an upgrade. It's a good signing. And more competition at the position that we need somebody opposite Xavier Howard. And don't look for him to be that guy that they plug in and he's the starter. Don't look for that to be the case. So I love the pickup. $3.5 million. Patriot, has some experience. He knows that way. And it's nothing but beneficial to Miami at a really good price. Even if it doesn't work out, the price that we're paying him, it's worth it. I could see if we were bringing Rowe in for $6.5 a year, then it's like, man, we could have used that money on some other stuff. We could have took at least $4 million in that and put it on, helped out with the O-lineman. This is a good pickup, y'all. This is a good pickup. What are your thoughts on Miami new coaching staff? Do you think Brian Flores gets us to the playoffs? Brian Flores gets us to more than the playoffs. Now, will it happen this year? I can't answer that until after the draft. I need to see what happens in free agency, and I need to see what happens in the draft. And then I will start giving my predictions and things like that. Early predictions, might I add. And another thing, let me say this, okay? To all you haters that love to go up in my comment sections and tell me about myself, about how dumb I am and how I don't know nothing. This guy, don't listen to this guy. He knows nothing. He predicted the Super Bowl. Let me tell you something for the record, okay? I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. I am a Miami Dolphins fan. I am going to predict the Super Bowl every freaking year, okay? I'm going to predict. Now, I'm going to give a realistic expectation. But as a fan, I'll sit here and tell you, hey, this year we're going to go 0-16 and we ain't going to make the playoffs. But then you're going to always get a stream with me being a fan saying, Super Bowl, baby, no matter what. That's what it is. So stop hating, man. Stop hating. I know some of y'all don't like positivity, but get over it. Get over it. You can't stop positivity. You can't stop optimism. Me being optimistic. Come on, man. Y'all get out of here with that crap, man. Shout out to Anthony Feliso with the donation. My opinion, this is the evaluation year. Yes, it is. I just hope that we have the right pieces so that we can fairly evaluate others. Whatever quarterback we bring in, I hope they're at least middle of the pack quarterbacks so that we can evaluate our receiving core. We can evaluate different things. I don't want no bums, a bum quarterback that can't even throw the ball. And then next thing you know, we can't even see if receivers got good hands or not. So that's all I'm looking at, all right? But you believe it or not, you'll be surprised. We come around, we don't have any big names, and then we shock everybody. You'll be surprised, man. What do you think about the O-line now that Juwan James is gone? We took a major decline, but for that type of money, Miami has made a statement, and they've drawn their foot in the sand and said, hey, we're not ever crossing that line anymore. We're not overpaying for anyone anymore. And that's the winning formula. That's the winning formula. That's why I was telling the person this morning in the email. Stop worrying about us getting Patriots players. Talking about the Patriots don't want him, then why would we want him? The Patriots do want him. The Patriots just don't want him at the price that they're offering, they want. Patriots ain't throwing nobody away. They just say, hey, you deserve a lot more money and we're not willing to pay it. So even though you're one of the greatest in the league at this position, go make your money. We might see you in the future. Look at Bolden. Bolden deserved a little more money, so we went and got him. But now he's back with the Patriots. Trust me, half the players that lead the Patriots aren't bums. The Patriots would love to have him back, but the Patriots also know we won a Super Bowl. Everybody on this team deserve a 30% increase, and they will go get it in free agency. Y'all go be free. We'll just get back to hard working and coaching some new players to be great to go get their money too. Stop thinking that it's the Patriots trash. No. Rowe is an upgrade from McTire. The tight end we brought in is probably the best tight end on the roster now, to be honest with you. Come on. Let's keep it 100, man. What moves? Oh, man, I missed that comment. Let me go back to it since I started it. What moves in the trenches do you see Miami making before or after the draft? Also, you think Jesse Davis slides to right guard, to right tackle? Listen, I don't care. Y'all can hate on me all y'all want. I do not want Jesse Davis starting. I just want him to be a replacement and optional that he can go back and forth when we need it. I know he's improved a little, X, Y, and Z, but hey, he's a good replacement. I'm still not sold on him starting. Now, if he starts this year and Flores and the crew get him playing great, kudos. Kudos. I saw the improvement. I saw that, you know, he out of the rest of those other three interior guys, those three positions, he showed the most promise. But it still ain't making me say, oh man, we need to make sure we have him starting. No, I ain't so yet. Do you think we draft Drew Lock and good defensive tackle? Hey, I'm all in on the defensive tackle. Everything else, we shall see, man. We shall see. I know I skipped some of y'all comments. Please forgive me. It's just so many comments, and I'm commenting on them, so I'm missing some of them. So y'all please forgive me. And those who send a donation, make sure you send your comment because it's guaranteed to get read, man. And thank y'all, everybody who do support this channel by donating. We should draft Raheem. It's hard for me to pronounce that name. They're gonna target Taylor, the right tackle from Florida, in the second round. Okay, I like that. Gonna grab Rosen for a conditional pick and use the number 1 pick on some D-line help. Tannehill gonna restructure his contract as well. I'm not sure about that. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we shall see, man. We shall see. TD, well, as far as the Tannehill restructure is what I'm talking about, I'm not sure. TD, who should the Dolphins draft in the first round? A defensive tackle or move out? Move out. I mean, move out. I'm not even, man, go get a defensive tackle. Go get a defensive tackle, first round. Some good ones, man. Some really good ones. Go get a defensive tackle. That's what I want. First round pick at 13. Defensive tackle at 13. If you can't get that, get out of there. Trade that pick. Get out of there. I don't care if you got to re-up, trade that pick for next year, or re-up, trade that pick for, just get out of there. Get out of there, man. What's the deal with Tony Lip? He should be fully recovered from the ACL. Tony Lip, you talk about Lippett? I mean, Tony, if you talk about Tony Lippett, ain't nobody dealing with him no more. I'm going to keep it real, TD. I've never been so excited and calm about the guys making the decisions for our organization. Whatever moves they make, I'm not pulling my hair out because I trust in Flores. Man, I'm right with you, LA, man. See, you got the mindset, man. All these people panicking, getting too high and getting too low. It is what it is. Trust the process. At the end of the day, we just got to realize just because we're unfamiliar with this type of process doesn't mean it's the wrong one. Sit back, watch, evaluate, and then comment after you see the results. All right? Tannehill doesn't want to leave. Well, we know that. We know he don't want to leave. I mean, it'll be nice for him to restructure his deal. You know, but we'll see. What's the deal? Oh, I read that. What's up, TD? I fixed my keyboard and I could never type. Now I can. Fins up. Shout out to you, Guam Advance. I'm glad you're back in, baby. Like that avatar, man. Ronnie Grooms, which defensive tackle would you draft? Oh, I just had the name this morning and I already forgot because right whenever I started this stream, I said, what was the guy's name? I don't know if it started with a Q or something like that, but it's a good defensive tackle coming out and might be able to land him around 13. Man, I don't know. I don't remember his name. I'll look it up again, man. Ed Oliver, please. TD, who should we draft in the second round and third round? I don't know. I keep telling y'all, honestly, other than the first round pick, it's hard to ask me about the draft because I need to see what we do. Yes, Quinnen, whatever. Yes. Quinnen Williams. Yes, that's who it was. Thank y'all. See, I ain't think y'all would know, but yes, that's exactly who it was, man. Quinnen Williams. I knew I forgot his name. I was actually reading up on him this morning. He's a great option I would love to draft because looking at the film, looking at him actually enforce his will, his footwork is good. I just like him. I really like him. You know, and then he's playing at one of the highest levels against great competition in college. I mean, you got think about it in a college football game where quarterbacks get all day. He's getting through. He ain't gonna fall to 13. Well, I'm hoping he does, and if he doesn't, gosh, would it be smart to trade up and get him? It wouldn't be bad to trade up and get him, depending on what we're giving up to trade up. Like, I would trade up to get him if we know that we're going to get some of those compensatory picks next year. Go ahead and trade up and to get him and give away one of those third-round compensatory picks. You know, something like that. But y'all asked me who I would, and that's who I would. Y'all say he ain't going to land at 13. That's all good and dandy. But that's what I'm talking about. If we're stacking up these 3 or 4 compensatory picks, go ahead and trade up, take an earlier first round, and give away your next year third round. You know, just to get him. I would. He's a cornerstone. He's a great player. He's like the surefire guy. You know, it's hard to find that guy in the draft and be like, he's day one. He's going to be a starter. He's going to compete for Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to compete for Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's going to compete for all of that. He's going to. It ain't many. Out of the 32 first-round picks, y'all, 30 or whatever. Out of the 32 first-round picks, like literally only 4 or 5 are like, that guy, he's guaranteed in the NFL right now. There's only like 4 or 5. And some of y'all may have not have known that. Here. Some of y'all may have not have known that. Out of the 32 first-round picks, only 4 or 5, even the professional analysts can say he's day one, he's ready, he is going to be a Pro Bowler, X, Y, and Z. Now, will all 4 or 5 of them turn out to be that? No, but there are 4 or 5 that you can kind of say that right now with. That's a fact. And even these quarterbacks, you hear all the good stuff about Kyler Murray, but you also hear but you know, he needs this, he needs that, or you know, it's always something. But there are about 4 or 5, and this guy is one of them. And I done already forgot his name again. Quinnen Williams or whatever. But that's the guy. I'm glad I remembered it started with a Q, so y'all can help me out. Yes. All right, so we hit that about the cornerback. Now let's talk about the Jets, because somebody just said, are you concerned about the Jets? So let's go ahead and go in that direction, okay? Let's go ahead and go in that direction. Yes, and Tunsil is a good example of that. You're right, Chris. Hell no, I ain't worried about no freaking Jets. I ain't worried about no Jets. What I got to worry about the Jets for? Because they got Le'Veon Bell? Come on, man. They still got Adam Gase. But no, Adam Gase will get better, y'all. He'll get better. But I'm not worried about the Jets. All these people saying, oh, the Jets going to end up sweeping us, this and that. Listen, division games are division games. Don't matter what talent you got on the roster. They're always going to be tough-fought games. It's prideful games. They know the fan base and their contracts, their perception, or players' perceptions are made off of those games. You know, you can play the Chiefs tomorrow and get blown out, and people are like, we got blown out by the Chiefs. But you can play the Jets tomorrow and get blown out, and all hell breaks loose. Everybody ready to find the highest building they can. So those games are always tough. Yes, they got another weapon in Le'Veon Bell if he's going to be the same player. That's also a risk, you know. But at the same token, it's about team. It's about scheme. It's about having the best game plan that week. I'm not worried about the Jets at all because they pick up Le'Veon Bell. But I will say this. It didn't hurt the Jets at all to do that. They actually got Le'Veon Bell on a really good contract. Like $13 million a year. 13.125 if I was to be exact. I mean, I'm thinking that the guy is demanding 16, 17 mil. But he settles for a $13.1 million contract. That's still very good and high for a running back, but he ain't even getting Todd Gurley no money. So that was a good pickup by the Jets, though. You didn't overpay the guy technically. I mean, I just always think you shouldn't pay a running back over $10 million. But at his skill level and what he's worth, I mean, fair on both sides, you know? So I got to say that was a good move by them. I would say that. It didn't kill them. I don't think it took away from another position. So that's always a huge plus for the Jets, okay? So it's a win for them. It's a win. But at the same token, they still got Sam Darnold. And I look forward to us getting another 6+ picks next year on Sam Darnold. We had 6 this year, 4 in one game and 2 in another game. Next year, I want us to top that and, you know what, just match it. Just have 6 picks between 2 games for Sam Darnold. That's what I want our defense to do, man. Pick Sam Darnold off. Long as they got Sam Darnold, I'm fine. Y'all going to hear TD for years to come continue to talk about Sam Darnold as a bum. And he's not a bum. But he ain't going to be helping his team get to no playoffs. Y'all can keep on thinking these first rounders are this and that. No, Sam Darnold's just a quarterback that can throw the ball, but it ain't next level. It ain't next level. He's going to need the rest of the team around him to be great to be successful. It's that simple. Everybody around him is going to need to be great to be successful. And if they go that route, then smart them. They'll be smart of them. Get everything around this kid, and they better do it now. And that's what they're trying to do, obviously, because they know you have to try to win while your quarterback is on a rookie contract. You have to try to win while your rookie quarterback is on a rookie contract, guys. I want y'all to understand that long term when you look at every football team in the NFL, and it's proven. Look at every football team in the NFL, okay? Quarterbacks that are on their rookie quarterback, the teams are trying their best to win. Let's get this receiver. Let's try to do it now. Look at the Chiefs. Because if you don't, you're in trouble. You might as well start all over. Let me tell you why. Look at the Chiefs. Say they don't win next year. They can go far. Who cares? They can go to the AFC Championship game again. Who cares? Next year, they don't win again. They go to the AFC Championship again. Who cares? That's about all they're good for. AFC Championship, right? Now, all of a sudden, Patrick Mahomes won his $30 million a year. And you have to give it to him. The fan base is, give him his money. It's Patrick Mahomes. You go ahead and give Patrick Mahomes his money like every franchise is going to do with their rookie quarterback that played great, and now he gets his big contract. But as soon as you give him his money, you got a whole 5-guy offensive line, and you're like, all right, tell that guard, the left guard, to come here. Hey, instead of paying you $9 million a year, can we pay you $4 million? Hell no. All right, he's gone in free agency. Now we just brought in a bum because that's all we can afford. Can I get the right tackle? Tell him, come here. Hey, man, we're paying you $11 million a year. Can we give you at least $7 million? Hell no. All right, he's gone to free agency. You bring in somebody else cheap, and he's a bum. Or he's good, but he's old and 32. Kilgore sitting, those type of players, and then they get hurt. Or whatever. Now, all of a sudden, your bright and shining armor superstar Patrick Mahomes ain't even half the same as he used to be. He go from 5,000 yards to the typical 3,400. He goes, let me say that again for some of y'all. He goes from 5,000 yards to the typical 3,400. Oh, but he's still good, you know. He's still this and that. Oh, but now y'all fighting for wild card every year. One more? Here. Now y'all fighting for wild card every year. That's what y'all got to understand. You have to win while they're on the rookie contract. You know why? Say they go out and they win a Super Bowl. And now, hey, tell that left guard to come here. Hey, left guard, we got a Super Bowl. We got a franchise here. You can win more Super Bowls. You can be in the light of a Hall of Famer one day. You know what? I know we're paying you 9. Can we give you 7? Let me talk to my agent. We'll see. Can we meet at 7.5? Deal. Hey, tell that right guard to come here. Hey, right guard, we're paying you 11. Can we pay you 8.5? Come on, at least give me 9. All right, deal. Restructure deal. Hey, while we're at it, tell the left tackle to come here. Hey, we paying you 13 million. Can we restructure? Hell no. Hey, that's all right. You keep your money. Tell that. And then they just go through the line. Whoever willing to do it, but some of them are willing to do it. Some of them are willing to do it. So that's why you have to win on a rookie contract, so the players around you like, man, we got a good thing here. I don't mind taking less money. I'm a free agent now. I know I can get 13 million a year, but you know what? Just to stay here, I can go with 11. I'm going to do it because they're going to give me more guaranteed anyway. See, that's the type of stuff it takes. That's what it takes. You got to win while these players are on a rookie contract, but they don't. They don't. If Patrick Mahomes don't win on his rookie contract, it's gonna get. But Russell Wilson is your proof. Russell Wilson is your proof. He won on his rookie contract. The problem with Russell Wilson's situation, why you couldn't take pay cuts, is because it wasn't the offense that was doing the winning. It was the defense, and they were the ones who wanted their cash. But you can't keep affording them. Legion of Boom gone. Russell Wilson was the only one I know benefited from something like that. So that's why these teams are in trouble. The Jets are in that situation, young quarterback. Browns are in that situation, young quarterback. They're going to need their big money soon, so their teams always decline as soon as them quarterbacks get the big money because the money gets pulled from other positions. The teams always decline. Look at the Cowboys. The next year, they in major trouble. Zeke and Dak Prescott need their money. And they got one of the highest paid offensive lines and one of the best. They taking a decline. And even if they keep putting the money on the offense, now they hurting on the defense. Now they back to the old self. Great offense, but defense can't stop nobody. So it's always shootouts and they end up losing at the end. You can't put yourself in that situation. You gotta, with these young quarterbacks, you have to win and win then. There's no such thing anymore. Bring a young quarterback in, develop him over the years to be great. No, because as you're developing him for the first 4 years, with today's market, he's still getting top dollars while he's still developing on his second contract. He's still getting top dollars. So trust me, man. It's not all about that. You can find a middle-of-the-road quarterback, pay him about 14, 15, 16 million a year, build a great team around him, and go for the Super Bowl. That's what it takes, man. All right, he will be re-signed once they are done restructuring Tannehill's contract. And y'all keep on saying this restructure, man. We'll see. Ravens pay too much money for Earl Thomas. Everybody paying too much money for everybody right now, man. I told you, this is that time period. Everybody overpays right now, man. Let me see if any other highlights. And back to Brandon Bolden, man. Brandon Bolden back to New England. 2-year deal. That's even more proof that we're not just getting Patriots leftovers that Patriots don't want anymore. You think they didn't want Brandon Bolden when we got him? Yeah, they wanted him. They couldn't manage all of that salary. So, hey, that's fine. Go off and make some more money and consider us whenever you're a free agent again. And what did they do? He went right back. Pick it up. Thank you. All right, what y'all talking about? Exactly, Tannehill. I think Tannehill will take big cut to stay and start. Maybe a 2-year or 3-year deal, 9 to 10 a year max, possibly incentive heavy. I don't see that. Guys, do y'all know what the market is for quarterbacks, even bums now? Put it like this. How much did Jay Cutler get? Y'all remind me how much Jay Cutler got. I'll be right back. you doing, man? How much did Jay Cutler get, y'all? $10 million 1 year. So are you saying Tannehill is worth what Jay Cutler got? Listen, if they restructure Tannehill deal, he'll go from $19 million to about $14 million. He'll go from 19 a year to about 14 a year. That would be fair on both sides. Jay Cutler better. Get out of here, Pete. Don't start that stuff, Pete. Don't start that stuff, Pete. Man, Tannehill restructure would be somewhere around the likings of about $14 million a year. Average QB can get it done. Yes, but what I'm saying to you about an average QB, an average QB is worth $14 million a year in today's market. Y'all are still in the 2012 market. Talking about $10 million. Talking about $10 million. Y'all still in the old market. You got to at least touch that quarterback with at least more than 12. At least more than 12, man. Y'all are in the old market. Quarterbacks are, average quarterbacks at a minimum 13 to 14 million. And that'll be a win for both sides, man. Get this notification on. TD, let me be honest. I think Nick Foles is that good. TD, let me be honest. I don't think Nick Foles is that good. I'm glad you said that because I was about to disagree with you and say, I don't think Nick Foles is going to have a great season this year. And then people are really going to understand it's not about the freaking quarterback like that. Yes, you like to have a good quarterback, a great one if you can. But all you need is a middle-of-the-road quarterback that doesn't cause you to lose. It's that simple, man. So what is Blake Bortles? Excuse me, we're $10. Like Cousins, 10. Blake Bortles, you can get him for probably $6 million a year if you ask me. Blake Bortles is a bum, y'all. He's a bum. TD, okay, why not Josh Jacobs? Why not? I didn't say nothing was wrong with it. Didn't say nothing was wrong with it. Nothing at all. Let me see what else I had on these topics, man. Huh? Here. Let me see what else that I have. All right. Wade, Bolden, Rowe, Bell to Jets, Beckham to Browns. All right. Yes. I also had Beckham to Browns, y'all. Be a good backup. Yeah, he'll be a good backup, but he's starting now. So my thoughts of Roger Saffold coming to the Fins are torpedo. Hey, all right. So guys, Odell Beckham to the Browns. Well, hey, who y'all think won that trade? Who do y'all think won that trade? The Browns or the Giants? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Who won that trade? Browns or Giants? Let's draft him second round if he is available. The Browns. I wouldn't trade high picks for a wide receiver. Did we sign Tyrod Taylor? Not that I know of, not yet. Browns, Giants. Listen, Giants won that trade by a landslide. Giants dominated that trade. And people don't see, I don't know why people don't see it that way. People don't see it that way. The Giants won that trade, not the Browns. Now, it helps the Browns because they're thinking correctly. We got a young quarterback on a rookie contract saving a lot of money. We can absorb Beckham's big contract based off of all of our salaries. Huh? No more fruit. No more fruit, because you're not eating the fruit I'm giving you. You're not eating the ones I'm giving you. The Browns are like, we have to win now based off of what TD is saying. We got to win now so that whenever we end up having to pay our new quarterback big money off of his rookie contract, people don't mind taking a little less just to be with a winning organization. We got Landry, we got Beckham, we got a receiving core, we got a quarterback. Our line is getting better. All of these things, they're trying to win now. And I get that. But if they don't win now, they're in panic catastrophe mode as soon as that quarterback comes up for his new deal. Mark my words. But let me tell you why the Giants won. They got a young player in Saquon Barkley who is going to be their future. Rookie contract. They're going to go get a quarterback at some point, whether it's this year or next year. Odds are it's this year. They're going to go get another rookie contract. Some even say they're going to move up and possibly even grab Kyler Murray because they have the assets to move up now. 2 first-round picks and a third. I mean, what did they get for Odell? One first and a third? Let me make sure I'm correct. Y'all know. What did they get for Odell? What did they get for Odell? TD, why are you always saying the opposite of what seems obvious? Well, when you hear me say the opposite of what seems obvious, it should interest you to pay attention to the logic and why I'm saying it, which I explain afterwards. And then you say, hey, I didn't think of it that way. I agree. Or I didn't think of it that way and I still disagree. That's up to you. But this is what my brain gives me. And if it's the opposite, instead of saying, oh, he disagrees, anytime somebody's opposite of me, I focus in and get the logic of why, because it might change my opinion. Y'all, one moment, guys. One moment, y'all. I'll be right back. Hello? Hey, I'm fine. Yes, our baby is running around the house. He's running around the house eating fruit. Stop. Pick that up. Pick it up. Pick it up, sir. Thank you. No more. That's it. All done. You didn't have too much. And clean up those toys. My bad, y'all. But that TD lost the baby. No, I ain't losing no baby. No, that was my wife hitting me up. Hold on. 1 second, guys. Give me a second. Hello? No, let's do that. Yeah. No, I got 2 of them. I'll get 2. Yeah. Well, I'll get the 3rd one this weekend. Bye. All right. So Miami will. Browns and Giants trade won't pan out. Listen, the Giants won. They got a 1st rounder and a 3rd rounder. Okay. First of all, they were overpaying for David Beckham. Why I keep saying David Beckham? Odell Beckham. They were overpaying. Okay, I know he's worth a lot of money, X, Y, and Z. But once again, there is a chart in the NFL that says a receiver deserves this. A top receiver deserves that. When you're paying that guy $4 or $5 million more than what that number is, just because he's a big name and he's the best in the league, possibly, and this and that and this, you're still hurting your team. Teams are starting to realize we got to stop overpaying these guys, and it is what it is. We have to stop doing that, and that's what they're doing. They got a 1st-round pick and a 3rd-round pick, and they already got a 1st-round pick. So I think the Giants won in this because they're going to go get their new quarterback. They already got their running back. They're building that line. The Giants are going to end up in a better position long term, is what I'm saying. So the Browns are rolling the dice. Great move to roll the dice with, but it's still taking a chance, okay? Because if this doesn't work out, they're in gridlock for years to come. They are in gridlock for at least the next 4 years. And that's going to be tough, man. Tough to overcome. Deal is OBJ and Vernon for Peppers, 17th overall and 95th overall, New England's pick. Deal is OBJ and Peppers. Oh, I got to go look at the details more on that deal. The Dolphins got something in the works. We might be surprised team this season. Yes, I agree, but it won't be with all these big names if you ask me. You think the Giants will try to get Rosen? Possibly. They're going after a quarterback. That's a fact. They were talking about it on TV this morning that they might be trying to get Rosen. The owners should get together and cap each position and say it is what it is, then add bonus milestones goes. They'll never do that because then, once again, you're going to have some teams in small markets that'll never get the big guy because those teams have to always overpay. You think if there was a cap on a defensive tackle position that we would have ever had in Ndamukong Suh, everybody would have paid him whatever that cap was. It's just the Miami Dolphins paid him about $5, $6, $7 million a year more than what that cap would have been. So it'll be bad for the small market teams. Long term or not, Browns won. The Browns, no, they have a top 5 receiver and had the money to pay, but the Giants got picks who can or cannot pan out. Browns won. All right, you think Browns won? Yeah, they had the money for now. I keep telling y'all that. They had the money for now. What's going to happen whenever their quarterback needs his big deal? Then all of a sudden they're over the budget. Now they got to make cuts. Now the team sucks because they got their receivers, they got their quarterback, but they ain't got nobody to block for them. Or they got people to block for them, but now their defense sucks. They can't never keep nobody. They can't never stop nobody. So they offense have to make up for it. It's always a catch-22 anytime you're overpaying for a player. Just because you got the money don't mean, I mean, that's ridiculous. Just because you got the money don't mean, hey, I'm going to get them, because there's 10 things on your team that need to be addressed. Oh, but I got the money for Beckham, and I could take care of him and ignore the other 10 things, or I can at least address 5 of those things if I don't sign Beckham. I keep saying Odell Beckham, yeah. So that's how I see it, all right? Imagine Ajayi coming back. They also got Julius Peppers. Yes, I saw that. They traded players as well. Sheldon Richardson is a Brown. Brown's gearing up though, but you got to understand, like I said, they have to right now when you got a rookie quarterback. People think this is the old days where you get a rookie quarterback and you develop them, and by year 4, you should be competing every year. That's not how it works. These days, when you get that rookie quarterback, you put everything around them because that rookie deal is so small, and you try to win right then and there with the rookie quarterback. You have to. You have to. That's just how it works, man. So who is our QB, TD? Right now, our quarterback is Ryan Tannehill. He is on the roster. He is our starting quarterback at this time. I don't know if that's going to be the same in about 5 hours. So we shall see, man. The Browns are the new Dolphins, and the Dolphins are trying to be the Patriots. We ain't trying to be. Why do people think we trying to be the Patriots? Because we bring Patriot players? Players who have a good track record, who Flores knows? Just because we have some of their coaches? Why do people keep saying we're trying to be the Patriots? We're trying to be the Miami Dolphins. The Patriots exude certain behaviors and strategic things that make them stand out apart from other people. Just because we adopt some of those behaviors don't mean we're being them. We're just going with the winning formula. It's the formula, guys. We're not trying to be the Patriots, but we are adopting some of their formulas and their ways and their decision-making because it's a winning one. If you don't adopt those things, you're just going right into insanity, doing the same thing over and over again. hoping for a different result, and it ain't happened. It ain't been happening, okay? So at the end of the day, listen, the Miami Dolphins are not trying to be the Patriots. They're just trying to adopt some of those winning behaviors, and that's smart. That's what you should be doing. If the Chiefs won 10 Super Bowls in a row, I want to look at the Chiefs and say, what are they doing? How are they structuring their team? What decisions are they making? What are they doing that other people aren't doing? So if you look at the Patriots and say, what are they doing that everybody else isn't doing? It's simple. They're not overcommitting in money for any players, okay? They're not falling in love with the player. They're not saying just because you're a big name and you're hitting free agency, we're going to overpay you. Bye, good luck. Look what they just did to the left tackle. All-pro left tackle. 25 years old or something. That's the prime guy that you throw the bank at. Left tackle in his prime. Just came off an all-pro season. Won a Super Bowl. That's who you back the truck up and throw it at. And he didn't even get a crazy contract. He got a really good one. And the Patriots like, hey, we already drafted your replacement next year. We're going to make him just like you. That's what it is. That's what you got. That's what they're doing different. They're not falling in love and being attached to no individual player, no Odell Beckhams and say we want to throw the bank at you. No. What is your value? What are you actually worth? We're not talking about what people will pay you, those dumb teams, but what are you worth? Okay, this is what you're worth. Do you want it or not? You don't? Well, thank you for giving us everything. We wish you the best. Bye. It's that simple, man. Wait for Tunsil's deal. You're right. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm starting to get to that mind frame of if Tunsil comes with that, hey, I'm a great left tackle. I want to be one of the highest paid. Hey, what should we pay this guy? If it's $15 million a year, offer him 15. Oh, he want 18, tell him thank you for your services. Bye. Thank you for your services. Matter of fact, see if you can go ahead and trade him for someone else. I mean, you can't be held hostage by these players. You got to be able to move on, keep coaching great, developing players. That's what it's about. People just want the player that's already ready, and you can't get those because it's going to cost you too much. It's time to put more onus on these coaches in developing players. It's time to start giving these coaches potential and saying, make it grow. We got to get out of those days of, hey, Le'Veon Bell's there, can we get him? Beckham is there, can we get him? Brown is there, can we get him? We got to get out of those days, man. We got to get back into, hey, this guy looks like he has a great upside. Can we develop him? Can we make him a great player? Let's go get him. We feel we can. That's what because we always going to save money. We always going to be ahead of the contract game. Y'all don't understand how far ahead of the game the Patriots are to be able to release a 25-year-old left tackle just because they say we already found your replacement because we already knew you were going to be too expensive because we made you that good. You know how ahead of the game they are to have a left tackle that they know can run the league and be a Hall of Famer and literally draft the guy last year and say, hey, you're going to replace this guy because he's going to be worth so much money the next year. You know how ahead of the game you got to be for that? Look at us. We trying to keep up with the game by like, hey, when Tunsil come up, we got to pay him. Come on. That's behind the ball to even think like that. Oh, we got to pay Tunsil. You see our thought process versus theirs? And we wonder why they always in the Super Bowl. And we wonder why we always got bloated contracts. And I want Tunsil. I want him back. Hey, give the man some money. I like because I love what he does. But at the same token, what happens when we pay him all that money and now he got an ACL in that first year or something? That's what teams deal with. We got to start coaching and developing players and making them great, man. It's that simple, y'all. But, y'all, this is TD Fans Talk. I got some business to take care of. I'm gonna have my eyes open. I'm going to be glued to the action at 4 o'clock when free agency opens. If I have the time, I might even go live during free agency. So, y'all stay tuned. I might come to y'all live talking about some of the moves that are being made in the NFL, what the Dolphins are doing. So, y'all stay tuned. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk. This is... Wait, we're going to go 0-6 in our division. I don't believe that. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in, guys. This is TD Fans Talk. I am out, y'all. Peace.